Yo, what's going on, everyone? This is Austin from Calling Our Shot. The Indianapolis Colts, led by Carson Wentz, travel to Baltimore to take on Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. Now, right now, the Ravens are sitting at 7.5-point favorites. Over-under's right around 46.5 points. Now, we have a player prop and my spread pick and over-under leans coming your way. But first, subscribe to the channel if you are new and click that like button too. We are less than 200 subscribers away from 10K. We appreciate all the love, but let's not waste any more time. Let's talk about my player prop, and I'm talking about Marquise Brown. I'm taking his over 22.5 longest reception yards. Now, minus 111 on BetMGM. A lot of different books have the same exact line. First, I got to say shout out to Monotone Football. He provides a lot of player props and spreads and stuff on Twitter, so make sure you give him a follow. Make sure you follow us at Calling Our Shot on Twitter and on Instagram or wherever you find us. But let's talk about this. Now, Marquise Brown, he's crushed this line in 4 straight games, all 4 games of the season. He's had a 49, 37, 42, and 29-yard reception. And Lamar Jackson, coming off his best passing outing of arguably his career with over 300 yards against a very tough and stout Denver Broncos defense. Now, you look at Jackson and Brown, they have a clear connection. He's the wide receiver 1 on this team, and there's really no question about it. I think they're going to try to get Hollywood the ball. And you talk about this defense, the Colts, not all that great. It's been pretty suspect this season. I mean, in terms of giving up far passes, now you look at it, you look back, 44-yard pass to Devontae Parker, 26 yards and 25 yards to Julio Jones and Jeff Swaim. Then Kupp had a 69-yard or 44-yard touchdown, 69 and 30-yard catches for Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf. They've been getting beat deep, and I think Hollywood Brown will be right there. I think he can get deep, beat him a couple times. They're going to take a couple shots, probably 5-6 deep shots. Majority of them will go to Marquise Hollywood Brown, and I'm locking it in. Over 22.5 longest reception. Now let's talk about the spread and some over-unders, and I'm not going to make any of these an official play. This is kind of a PSA. Make sure if you're not confident in a bet, don't place it. So I'm going to talk about these because I know you guys will be interested in my opinions, but I won't count these towards my official record because I'm not all that confident. But if I had to place one, I would place this. Ravens money line in the under 53.5 points, minus 120. Now this is more of like a same game parlay, but I do like the under in this game. Just I don't feel that great and confident about it, but truthfully, the Ravens, they are probably an easier pick. I mean, they're minus 7. They're the favorites for a reason, but I'm not a fan of laying 7 points to them. This is a Colts team that is pretty talented. They were pretty good last year. They have obviously underachieved this year. Far below what the expectations are. Obviously missing Quentin Nelson, I believe, their star guard. So I'm not necessarily going to lock in that Ravens minus 7. I don't feel confident in that, but I do think they get the win. And I think this Colts team can keep them under. I mean, you talk about both defenses, pretty stout. They're not necessarily the best defenses in the league, but you talk about the Ravens. They just held the Broncos team that was doing pretty well through the first couple weeks of the season, totaling, 7 points, not a lot of points. And you look at the Colts defense, which, yeah, I know, I just bashed them. They said they get beat deep, but they haven't been giving up a ton of points. I mean, they haven't given up 30 points yet in a game this season, which is good, and they've played good offenses like the Rams. And so, I mean, you're saying, can they live up? The Rams and Seahawks, both very above average offenses in the NFL, so I think they can both kind of keep the game lower. You think both these teams both like to run the ball. The Colts want to establish the run. They don't want Carson Wentz throwing it deep. They don't have a lot of receivers to go to. You think about the Ravens. If they could run the ball every single play, they would do it, but sadly, they aren't really allowed to. Well, they certainly try, and the Broncos are definitely had a way of words with them in last game, but I do like the Ravens money line in the under 53.5 points. Now, the regular under 46.5 points, don't mind that at all, but I do think, this, if I had to place a bet, if I was forced gun to the head, I'd place this bet, but I'm not that confident in it, so I will not place that on my official record. But my player prop, Marquise Brown, over 22.5 longest reception. Let me know your favorite bet down below in the comments. I appreciate you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. We can't do it without you. Less than 200 subscribers away from 10,000. We appreciate it. Click that like button too. It helps us get us into those algorithms and meet more and more people, bring them into the community. We appreciate you guys. This has been Austin, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.